You reach into the back of your kitchen cabinet. You're looking for a potato. Just one. Just a normal, reliable potato. And you find it. But it's grown fingers. Little pale shoots, reaching out like they're searching for something. You pause. You ask yourself the question almost every human is asked. Can I just cut these off? Most people say yes. Most people have done it. They chop off the sprouts, peel the skin, and carry on with their dinner. But here's the part that doesn't make sense. If those sprouts are a sign of new life, how can a living thing be perfectly safe to eat one day and secretly dangerous the next? And more importantly, at what exact moment does that potato stop being food and start becoming a problem? Because the answer isn't what your grandmother told you. And if you get it wrong, you won't just ruin dinner. You might end up in the bathroom for an entirely different reason. Let's find out. Here's what most of us were taught. We were told, potatoes sprout because they're old. Just cut off the sprout. The rest is fine. And that advice works most of the time. But most of the time isn't the same as all the time. Think about it. Have you ever seen a potato that wasn't just sprouting, but also looked a little green? Or felt soft, almost rubbery? Or had sprouts so long they looked like alien antennae? You probably threw that one away. And you were right to. But why? What changed? The confusing part is that a potato is not like bread. Mold on bread is obvious. You see it, you trash it. Done. But a potato can look totally normal on the outside, while something chemical is quietly building up inside. And you cannot see it. You cannot smell it. You cannot taste it until it's too late. So the rule, cut off the sprout, is incomplete. And in some cases, it's actually dangerous. Let's clear up the biggest misunderstanding first. The most common wrong explanation is this: the sprouts themselves are poisonous. That's not exactly true. If you ate a potato sprout by itself, yes, you'd get sick. But the sprout isn't the real danger. The sprout is just a symptom. Like a fever. The fever isn't the disease. It's the warning light on your body's dashboard. Here's what most people get wrong. They think the potato is mostly safe, with a few dangerous parts you can cut away. But that's like saying a house is mostly safe, except for one small room that's on fire. The fire doesn't stay in that room, and neither does the danger in a sprouting potato. So let's back up. Way up. A potato is not just food. A potato is a sleeping plant. When you buy a potato at the store, it's alive. It's dormant. It's holding its breath, waiting for spring. And spring, to a potato, means three things: warmth, moisture, and darkness. When you leave a potato in a warm kitchen cabinet for too long, it thinks spring has arrived. So it does what it's supposed to do. It wakes up. It sends out sprouts to find light and soil. That's the sprout. But here's the part no one tells you. While the potato is waking up, it starts producing a chemical weapon, a natural pesticide called solanine. Solanine is the potato's way of saying, don't eat me. I'm trying to become a plant, not your French fries. It's bitter. It's toxic. And it's the potato's only defense against insects, animals, and you. Now here's the critical thing. Solanine isn't just in the sprout. It spreads. As the potato wakes up, it produces more and more solanine throughout the entire tuber. But it concentrates in three places: the skin, the eyes, where sprouts grow, and the sprouts themselves. So when you cut off the sprout, you remove the most concentrated source. But you don't remove the problem. The rest of the potato has already started building up solanine too. And if that potato has turned green, that green color is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll itself is harmless, but it's a sign that the potato has been exposed to light. And light triggers even more solanine production. Green skin equals higher poison. Every time. So let's reframe the original question. The question isn't, are sprouted potatoes dangerous? The question is, at what point does the solanine level cross the line from harmless to harmful? And here's the answer that will make everything click. A potato is safe to eat if the solanine level is below 20 milligrams per 100 grams of potato. Above that, you start getting a bitter taste. Above 40 milligrams, you get nausea, stomach cramps, vomiting, diarrhea. In very high doses, Solanine affects your nervous system. Dizziness, confusion, hallucinations. Yes, a potato can make you hallucinate. Not in a fun way. So the exact moment a potato becomes dangerous is the moment its solanine level crosses that invisible threshold. But you can't test that at home. So you have to use your senses. Here's the rule of thumb you actually need. Example 1. The probably fine potato. You have a potato that's still firm. No green color. Just 1 or 2 small sprouts, less than a 1/4 inch long. You can cut out the sprouts, peel the skin deeply, and cook it thoroughly. You'll almost certainly be fine. The solanine is low enough. But here's the example people don't expect. Example 2. The dangerous even if you cut it potato. You have a potato that's soft, wrinkled. Maybe it has long sprouts, like 1 inch or more. Maybe the skin is slightly green, or the flesh under the skin looks pale greenish yellow. That potato has already started converting its starch into sugar to feed the sprouts. It's been awake for weeks. The solanine has spread. If you eat that potato, even after peeling and boiling, you are gambling, and the odds are not in your favor. Here's a surprising fact. Boiling, baking, or frying does not destroy solanine. Heat breaks down many toxins. Not this one. Solanine is heat stable. You can fry it at 400 degrees, and it's still there. So cooking a bad potato doesn't save it. It just gives you hot poison. And one more example people never think about, potato peels. If you love potato skins, only eat them from fresh, firm, non-sprouted, non-green potatoes. Because solanine concentrates in the skin. That healthy, baked potato skin could be the most toxic part. So let's go back to that moment in your kitchen. You pull out a potato. It has sprouts. You don't panic. You don't guess. You check 3 things. 1. Is it firm or soft? Firm means early stage. Soft means too late. 2. Is there any green? Green means light exposure. Light means higher solanine. 3. How long are the sprouts? Tiny nubs? Probably fine. Long wild shoots? Trash it. If you pass all 3 checks, you can cut deep, peel completely, cook thoroughly, and eat without worry. If you fail any one check, throw it away. Potatoes are cheap. Your health is not. And here's the final takeaway that makes you smarter than when you clicked. A potato doesn't sprout because it's going bad. It sprouts because it's trying to live. The danger isn't the sprout. The danger is the chemical the potato makes to protect its second chance at life. So the next time someone says, just cut off the sprout, you can smile. Because now you know the truth. You don't cut off the sprout because it's bad. You cut off the sprout because it's the warning light. And you check the whole potato because the warning light means something has already started changing everywhere else. Thanks for being curious with us here on Ordinary Explained. If you found yourself looking at your potatoes a little differently right now, that's the feeling. That's the moment ordinary things get interesting. Hit subscribe if you want more everyday mysteries, explained clearly, without the fluff. And let me know in the comments. Have you ever eaten a green potato and regretted it? I'll read them. See you in the next one.